では、今回はハーバリストから話しかけていこうかな。目の前になんかあるな。なんかすごい不気味に見えてくるな。
Hey there. Hear about the contract.
Whew, a taker at long last. Poverty in everyone's lips, but when you've a job to give, no one's eager. Folk are lazy, that's the truth of it.
Stick to the point if you don't mind.
Right. Sorry for the chatter. I'm anxious, is all. Been so long without any word. It's my apprentice, Falkert. I sent him to the Dead White Wood. You know, the forest near Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd run out of hand fibre, see, and the damned stuff grows thick as weeds there.
Let me guess. Hasn't returned.
Yes, no, he hasn't. Please, find him and bring him back safe and sound.
セーフ&サウンド。本当に
No
無事かわからない
promises,
のに。
but I can certainly look for him. Any distinguishing features? How will I recognize him?
Got to think on that. Well, he's a halfling, as I am. Light hair. Will that do?
It'll have to. So long.
サードトレイス。待って、ここか。700? せっかく来たのにどこ？そうだね。ここかな。どこ？うわー、綺麗だなー。本当に景色が綺麗。さすがロッチ。もう着いたよ。当たらねー。当たらないならいいや。nearby どこ？トレイスウィッチャー先生。どこだろう。離れちゃった。離れちゃった。この辺、あった。
Herbalist's cart. Got some blood here. Blood. Dried. A few days old.
あ、こっち。アルデって読むの？ 続いてるな、中に。おお。あ、
Trail's gone cold. Need to look around. Ask. Maybe someone's seen him.
人がいるのか、そもそも。なんか街の雰囲気的に結婚式をやったところとすごくね似てはいるけど、ちゃんと人もいるし。あ、お酒好きだよね。あ、別に消すつもりはなかったんだよ。人？誰かいる？あ、ここ？あ、間違えちゃった。おお、やったね。あれ結構高いからね、買うと。上にもある。でもさ、誰がいる？そこの人たちに聞くしかないのかな。
Judd, sharp now. We've company. What's brought you to these parts, master? Lost your way?
Yeah.
No, looking for someone.
Ah, do tell. Perhaps we can help.
What is this place, exactly?
A village? Plain to see?
Abandoned huts is about all I see.
Aye. It's only us now. Young folk have gone off to the city seeking work, and the old have all died. Ain't that right, Judd?
Right as rain.
Looking for someone named Fulkert. Light-haired halfling. Ring any bells?
Aye. Saw a little one round here. Out picking herbs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Till he got hurt. Ran across a trail of blood. Trail led me here.
It is just as you say. Wolves had attacked him. He fled here seeking shelter. I told him, back to your city, young master. Plenty such dangers hereabouts. But the fool was stubborn. Said he had to pick his blooms aforehand. Ventured back into the woods. And that were the last of him. Heard howling that night. Sent shivers down my spine.
So where are his remains? Wolves would have left something. His boots, maybe.
Didn't go looking, but he's too old to go tramping about in the woods.
OK。
So long.
自分で探せってことね。また 792？ こっちは何もないのかな。初めて行く場所だけど。あれ？ここ開けた？あ、入れないわ。 いやー、倒しておきたいなー。欲しいよね。殴ってしまった。待って、ランバージャックって書いてた？読めないんだよ、すぐ消えすぎて。私も欲しい。あの鹿たち。Sure. 目の前。もういないかな。結構ね、動物の皮はお金になるからいないか。はい、行くよー。こっちか。なんかどっちだよっていう。いるね。5？
Come on, come closer.
5はやばいな。まだいる？いないか。
Volkert, your apprentice. I know what happened to him.
Out with it. I've gone near daft with worry.
Found some witnesses. Claim wolves attacked him. He survived at first, then went back in the woods to harvest more herbs. His luck ran out.
A treasure, that lad. Dutiful. Mannered. Such a shame. Well, here's your gold. Trust it will serve you well.
あ、そうなの？こんだけでよかったの？おー、200。結構。多分ね、この3つのどれか、これずっと残ってるんだよね。一瞬だよ。
Radovich was late with our pay a whole week.
He's trying to
I don't think you know what you're doing.
Purse I got is full of counterfeit browns. Look at here. Bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
どの人？
Coffers in here empty.
Watch it, Greyhead.
See if there's any
Alright.
worse there.
You, Quinto?
The one and only. A pleasure. But who might you be?
Whoa, I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage. Right?
What did he do to step on your toes?
Ours, not ours. But he stuck sticks up a number of bankers' arses. Put a tidy price on his head, they did.
And as Master Hans of Sidaris is an enterprising individual, he decided to nab me and claim the reward.
Anyone give you leave to talk? Shut your trap.
I need Quinto. Alive.
And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much
Ikura.
care who pays me. You or the bankers.
Just as I said, an enterprising individual.
And just as I said, clamp it shut. Stop interrupting. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. Same as the wanted posters say.
グエンと楽しいじゃん。
Buy him out? Pretty pedestrian. How about we play a round of cards for Quinto's freedom?
Why not? But lose and the price on his head'll double. You in?
400。でもね、カードも欲しいな。
What the hell? I'm game.
Got my fingers crossed.
わかんない。あ、こりゃ買ったな。どっちがいいかな。 あ、あ、本当に8、9いないよね。どうやって出そうか。10出すか。フィンド。こりゃもうカードの数で買ったよね。2体やってきて。そうだな。うわ、フィンド。74。買ったね。この中で一番強いの7かな。あ、1になっちゃうか。まあいいや。買った。
Pass for me too. Let's total it up. I win.
Heavy-handed, Hans. The Tretogor maneuver. With cards like that.
Get him out of here before I fucking burst her. What? How did you?
Fishbone. Did it yesterday. I was waiting for a lull to slip out. Witcher showed up before I could. Let that be my recommendation. Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Need you to open something for me. Something bigger than a cage.
Sounds interesting. Dying to hear the details.
Herbalist's hut near Oxenford. Knock on the door. Ask for yarrow extract.
などももらえないの？
See if there's anyone.
あ、クエスト。あ、え二つあったのに一つでよかったの？あれ？あれ？こっちは？あ、できた。で、これはノビグランドのどこ？書いてなくない？ちょっと書いてないからさっき。こっち行こうかな。
Bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the Redanian coffers are near empty.
あー、いいね。意外と近いね。あ、過ぎちゃった？ここ？ちょっと何が起こるかわからないから。セーブして。
What can I get you?
Hey, anyone in there?
Chica?
This does not look good. Blood. Someone knocked their head on this beam. Open cut. Bare feet. Fresh prints.
620。
Crawl back under your rock.
You heard? He finally met his match. Some cutthroat a witcher, I think, gave Junior his due.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of seeds.
お、水に。いたいたいたいた。あれ？いた。なんで？ クエンはなんかうまく攻撃ができない。どうしてだろう。バグ？ちょっとバグが起こってる。
Stop staring, your dink's out of work.
Come on.
できた。やっぱバグってた
Right
な。
into trouble. Gotta find him fast.
ここか。うわ、なになに。水に入ってないよ。嘘、死んでる。何も見えないんだけど。
Hugo sleeping with a fish. No two ways about it. Gotta find Eveline.
へえ。何もできないんだ。待って、近くのファストトラベルどこだっけ？一人やって、そうだよな、ここだよね。どこ？近く、ここか。ないよね、ここね、やっぱり。
Such excellent.
何も、なんかちょっと怪しいけど。
Know what they say about you lot? If you seek justice, hire a witcher.
Cat
You live
eyes.
down by the river.
Mark of the devil.
It's true what they say. That you can hear screams from the other
where
side of
are
the
ya?
mountain at night. But you know the screams aren't the worst. If you listen close when the moon's full.
うん。
Barmy doors and some
My
lullabies
granddad's sick.
to keep them from hearing.
あ、別に登らなくても。
The night from the fairy
Talk
tales.
to-
Did he have a black hair or
らいた。うい。あ、
Did you see those poor wretches who fled Velen?
Wonders。あれ、一緒じゃない？ではラストめちゃくちゃ長い。ギャルの名前がSword for Witches。何？めちゃくちゃ面白そうなトピックじゃん。他にはダンプリングズがなんでこんなとこにあるんだろうって本当に思うんだけど。よーし、行こう、こっちに。なんかやばい音がする。待って。やだな、なんか。何？どうしたの？
What's all this?
Not your concern, that's what.
Not an expert or anything, but you two look like you could use some help.
Aye, it's true, we could. Barn's full up with some manner of beast. Bar them inside, but that won't hold long. And we'll be in a world of woe once they're loose.
We're not rich, but cut the filth down, and we will pay you.
Fine, I'll try to help you.
We'll let you in the barn, then open the doors once it's over.
Okay.
Quick, Master Witcher, or they'll get out!
Oh no, good か。間違えちゃった。11。
It's done. Open the door.
お、何これ。
Corpses. That's what drew the ghouls.
誰かが誰かを殺した？
Use that barn as a cemetery.
No. Why'd you ask?
Found human remains inside. Several sets. They're what drew the necrophages.
They was bandits. When it was just coin they took, we lived and let live, so to speak. But when they dragged Hetty to the barn, we wouldn't take no more. Grabbed our pitchforks and... well, you've seen how it ended.
Next time you kill someone, bury the bodies. Deep. Need to take care of these, too, or they'll attract more corpse eaters.
We'll do it. Thank you, Master Witcher.
Job's done.
True enough. Here's your pay. And thanks for your help.
Farewell.
20。 Born for trouble. 別にそんなたくさんって感じでもクエストが変わっちゃったからこれか。何ここ。おお。なんかいろいろやってるね。他には
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
そうだな。
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
But...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
何?
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine, but we've not spent it already.
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Okay.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
Alright.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt. Grab your crossbow and get to work.
What's that? Shoot!
あ、足?
him smacking them.
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
徐々にレベルアップはしてるね。
You needn't believe me, but even the temple guards are afraid to go out nights. Unbelievable.
いやー、今回はここまで。
Welcome, welcome. What would you say to a hand or two of Gwent?
Not gonna try to sell me something first?
My goods are not swallows. They will not flit nor flee.
Cards won't either.
Do you wish to split hairs all day, or play Gwent, hmm?
Like to take a look at your wares.
Fine.
Should be going.
If ever you need a partner for Gwent, you know where to find me.
Shit. What do you think?
Alchemy でクレンジングミクスチューめちゃめちゃあるじゃん。で458随分と距離があるな。おー、ここか。これならファストトラベルのが早いかな。どうしよっか。ローチと旅するのもありか。すごい嘘つくじゃん。すごい盛大にぶつかっちゃった。ああ、さすがだな、早いな。
Come on.
ローチ待っててね。んだよね。そうだと思ったよ。誰に話Too close。喋ってみる？え？何その歌？ Move away。でもさ、なんでウィッチャーセンスを使っているときに出てくるの
？What do you have to say?
何？あ、こんなところにあったね。Where to find their cook?
What do you have to say?
Move away って言われてもさ。
Loiter elsewhere, you codger.
なんて無礼なやつだ。でもさ、何をすればいいの？ Too close って言われても。でもそこじゃん？でも人いないしさ。あ、なにこれ。開かないか。全部一緒？作ったやつ。これか。え、私とかできないのかな。できないのか。
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Vatzlav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
ここじゃ聞こえないのか。なるほどな。ウィッチャーセンスで聞くってことね、会話を。
What do you have to say?
You got a daughter? Why do you ask? Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover. Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Basodis. Why the hell not? It can only bring trouble, Nick. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting.
Long live Radovid!
What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper today. Not true. Who told you? No. No one.
Redania.
The Western Gate.
Ooh.
Saw
In a hurry.
Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook like that's the right treasure, he is.
Oh.
No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our crew.
If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Fancy, eh?
ちょっともう一回使わせてもらって。これノーティスボードって新しいの出てんのかな。適当にバーって撮ってるけどいつも。ああ、散髪屋さんがある。どこ？この中いっぱいあるの、ハーブ。こっちか。お、扉がある。ここは来たことあるのかな。あ、落ちた。なんかあるけど。別に。来たことないかもね。During the day 夜だな今。ね、朝までになるの結構時間あるよね。やば。逃げよう。たった牛乳で追われる。いなかったじゃん。っていうね。登れない。52とか強すぎだよね。普通に。ありえないレベルが。ここなんかあったっけ？これ朝になるのだいぶ先だね。あ、びっくりした。あ、閉まってる。朝の判定されるのって何時なんだろう。6時 ?5 時？ この近くでこなせそうな何かがあればいいんだけど、あっちに行ける。ああ、でもそっか、何も出てこないだろうしな。あ、違った。メディテーション。あ、てかね、インベントリーに入ってる。これか、回復。戦うときに欲しいんだよね。
Must be the cook.
イェーイ。
Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
お金払った方が何か得するのかな。フリーオブチャージ。
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
ほう、まだ遠い。オープンセサミ。なるほどね。最初行ったとこに戻るのね。ああ、そっか。歩いていくのもありか。こっちだよ。いや、今のローチのビジュアルめちゃくちゃ好き。こっちか。ごめんよなんて素晴らしい朝。ダメ？
Witcher.
よーし、着いたぞ。待って、すごいよ、相変わらず。ああ、いっぱい鹿いる。バーベナ。あ、まだ残ってる。バーベナっていう読み方で合ってんのかな。こんなにいるのかわからないけど。なんかいるな。5?
Damn, you're ugly.
5は弱すぎだな。ちゃんとここでストップしてる。えら。
Hey there. Know any advanced formulae? Maybe something you could teach me?
All I know, I learned from Master Gremist of Skellige. Looking to apprentice yourself in the herbalist trade?
Nah, I just want to learn something new.
Call it what you will. You must sail across the Great Sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellig. There, in the sacred grove, the learned Master Gremist will judge whether you're fit to be his pupil.
グエントやろ。
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
悩むな。変えなくていい気もする。いいと思う。お。いらないなあ。自分でそんなことしちゃう？そうだな。10でしょ。10だったら余裕だと思うんだよな。影響を受けないのがこれだけか。1って難しいな。 よし。今じゃなかったかも。まあ今使うんだ。よーし。カードは？カードじゃないな。カードじゃないんだ。カード欲しいんだけどね。
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
Ha! I knew it, I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist is no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Everline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault? How was it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems, we resolve as they come. Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
But if you were to...
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
知らないのかい?
Alright, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody will talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way then.
ドキドキする。
let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, two, one. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Not so.
すごっ。
Patrol's turning round. We've 1 minute. Move.
Natalie, hello, mother. Keep us from.
男3人をこのロープ1本で。優しい。
If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
僕と
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Oh. あ、なんかある。
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
ラブレター。
It was true love.
ビローだけど、これ上に行っちゃうよね。あ、まだある。登れない。 でもどうやって登るんだろう。上のは無理だな。下にどうやって行くの？おっと、全然見えない。
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that good?
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said.
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Geralt! Help!
あ、どこ？
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Oh.
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that.
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself. No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Your point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Timey took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
Yeah.
Radovid's coronation carriage, nothing less. Drawn by 2 snow-white mares.
Do you think this situation a jest?
Do you?
No! You're both right! This is no jest! I want us to reach an agreement. I don't want anyone to get hurt. But you must not ask the impossible!
Second time you're turning me down. Shit negotiation tactic.
It seems negotiation's not my strong suit. Nor is it yours! Attack!
Oops. tip the scales.
Pathetic.
次々と出てくる。いた。間違えちゃった。いた。近い近い近すぎて。なんかハマってない？なんか出れない。
Bravo! Splendid job you did there.
I'm a witcher, not your negotiator. Where's Eveline?
She's fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come
Below.
out before reinforcements arrive.
ああ、こっちか。同じ本がいくつかある。あれ？赤い何かあったと思うんだけどな。ちょっと読むの後でまとめて読もうかな。
The lock, lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die.
What? 見えないところではだるいな。暗くてよく見えない。よし。 撮ってないよ。え、ちょっと待って、今のはないでしょ。取らせてもらえないっていう。わ、すごい。めっちゃある。
Same paintings were on the block. Same paintings were on the block.
They're in the vault. Lock themselves in.
なんか怒ってる？
Same paintings were on the block.
あ、お宝いっぱいだ。
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
Ewald?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Think you owe us an explanation, Ewald Borsodi. This family reunion. What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
どうしようかな。どっちにつく？でもずっとこっちで来たしな。
A desperate attempt at bribery going once, twice, thrice. No takers, no sale.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them!
クエンのつもりだった。 ちゃんと燃えてる。
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me. All you own. Then walk out as you stand, with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
おっと。
15 years. In the sewers. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead.
「殴り殺すかと思った。やったな。やったな。
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Bersodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
Don't provoke me. Never know. Might choose to take your head.
You're wounded, tired. Figure my chances are good.
戦いたいなら戦ってもいいけど。
Dumb. But have it your way. Let's make this quick before the soldiers get down here.
As I said, at your service, mate.
Giving me no choice.
What? なんでアードが効かないんだよ。おーやったね。まさか首を切り落とすとはな。たくさんもらっていくよ。あ、燃えてる。取れない？取れないならいいか、まあ。長くいすぎたら出てくるとかある？ Diagram.
Damn candles. Mauritanians will be here soon. Damn it. Secret passage. Where is it?
教えてもらえてないよね。わよ。どこ？あっ。
Nick of time. Now to get out of here.
ああ、びっくりした。死ぬかと思った。ユースあった。あ、降りたいんじゃない。わあ、いっぱいある。こんな普通のお家に繋がってたんだね。いないよね。ちょっとセーブしよう。かな。ノーティスボード下だ。まあいいか。あ、いたいた。
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same thing. A few others too.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think you'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Situation got out of hand.
Oh, sounds familiar. There you are, drinking, puffing on henbane, and then, surprise, heads rolling across the floor. And none know how or why.
I'm not amused.
No. Why not?
'Cause unlike you, killing gives me no pleasure.
The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
first's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with. He murdered for coin, no questions, without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn serving, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
Why did you need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmerius Hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Horst and Ewald are gnawing on soil now. But thanks to these papers, their relatives won't get the auction house. Families lost it for good. And the hospital will have the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. May they wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's son. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second. I brawled, then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
そうだよね。
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me, And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aetheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
確かに。
Barrel. What was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down.
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a horsey and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
なんて質問。
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
まだ中に入るんかい。
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you am. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
なんかちょっと悲しいな。大丈夫かお前。なんか酔っ払いすぎてなんかやばいぞ。あ、どこ？あ、そこか。なんかさ、衣装変わってない？ 195。165か。コテは57なんだ。こっちの方がいいんだね。かっこいいけど、こっちの方がね、やっぱサインが強くなるし、かっこいいはかっこいいな。お気に入り登録しておきたい。 これそう。結構気に入ってるんだけどな。Wooden sword。うわ、いっぱいだ。多分ね、これでだいぶ戦いやすくなるとは思うんだよな。
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat isn't a desertion.
Crawl back under your rock.
もっと。どうやっていこっかな。ローチー。
Let's go.
ごめんね。おっと、急に変わったね。